Well, guys, today we have a tale of Netflix trying to change Egyptian history and pissing off an entire country and just absolutely destroying themselves, shooting themselves in the foot several times. So we have this race-swapped Queen Cleopatra series. Of course, it's helmed by Jada Pinkett Smith, Will Smith's wife, who not only cheated on Will Smith multiple times, but cheated on him with their son's friend. What a freak. But nonetheless, setting that aside, the series alone is a misrepresentation of Egyptian history, of course, and the lead actress has been very vocal, saying, no matter what people say, my grandmother told me Cleopatra's black, so it doesn't matter what the facts, what history says, it matters what I feel to me. So the main actress, leads by that. And of course, we've seen Egypt totally lambast this show and announce that they're making their own documentary series to better represent their history accurately, because it's their history and they don't want others like these Americans to come along and just disrespect it entirely. So the main actress came out after the Egyptians were complaining that the docuseries is race swapping and blackwashing. She said and claimed blackwashing isn't a thing. Is that so? She expands that she believes it's based on nothing more than a mix of self-hatred and of racism, apparently. So you don't think blackwashing is a thing, but let's show you some examples, shall we? These are non-historical examples, so we can see a bunch of characters throughout the ages who have been historically blackwashed for movies and shows, typically, for the most part, identity politics' sake. We need to meet this quota of amount of people, but this is generally the case. And there is genuinely a trend from changing redheads as well, as we even saw with the Little Mermaid. Redhead, no more, and now she's black as well. So it's kind of weird. They're phasing out redheads and foremost pushing black people. In reality, if you want an accurate representation of the world, and specifically America, or what country you're in, you should pertain to that country. So in America here, we have 13% of the population is African American. 60% is Caucasian or white. So why are you no longer representing that in your movies and shows? It has declined significantly, and you're pushing up minorities to be the group. Furthermore, sexuality, you push homosexuals and LGBT stuff to the forefront and try to make it a big deal and make that everywhere, but that is a very minute percent of the population. And of course, these are, like I said, these are fictional characters, but they're doing it with real characters as well now. We have multiple examples of that now. And here, Netflix is the result of your stupidity and ignorance. We have an 11% on Rotten Tomatoes from the critics. And the critics are typically woke as can be, and they usually praise pretty much everything, but it seems here, not even they like the Cleopatra documentary series. And we can go on the audience score, 2%. The other day was actually at 1%, but it has raised just a little bit. I'm trying to see if I can see the reviews anywhere. So we can see some of the critics here. A pure drama would have been absolutely no worse than plenty of other things, albeit not good ones. It's too soapy for serious history fans and not enough of a soap for viewers who like historical dramas. It's not very good, lacks context, personality, and a reason for being made. While the information is comprehensive, the presentation works against the scholarly authority by creating melodramatic sequences with cringy sequences that come across as fiction rather than fact. The critics are mainly going off the film itself rather than the historical context, and none of them really point out how they're changing history and making it meet their own needs or wants. Oh, it seems it finally loaded or something, so I can click the reviews now. I watched it and was so bad, all I could do was laugh and cry with how inaccurate it was. Absolute dribble. James was a great actor, but nothing rings true. The mere fact of being classified as a documentary and not providing a real image attached to what science says causes it to deserve the lowest rating, in fact. And look at this, basic 5-star review. Loved it. Glad to see it from this perspective. Not even the critics agree with you, my guy. Little bot out here, huh? But we can go on and on. There's a couple 5 stars in here who are just, Afrocentrics who think everything should be black, pretty much. But yeah, they're doing a good mix here. They're throwing in a couple higher stars. But if you scroll through the large majority of them, It's 1 stars, and that's why it has a 2% rating. This is not a documentary, but a fictional drama. Oof. Well, that's what happens when you blackwash history, don't want to respect history, and try to make just a silly little docu-series out of historical stuff. But nonetheless, guys, Egypt is making their own historically accurate documentary, reportedly, so we'll see how that one ends up. But let me know your guys' thoughts on this in the comments down below. May God bless you all, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.